Perspective. Something that's been floating around in my head for a while now is a concept of perspective. And not just a concept, it is a reality. And the way that it affects the way that you see things differs vastly on where you stand. Now, I've written a little bit in my journal about how I want to explain what I've been thinking about. Perspective. The way that some buildings appear to merge together and some look close when in fact they are much further away. The way that the light can be blocked by a structure until a time and its full fury is unleashed within moments. In addition, when you are at ground level versus 20 floors up, how different the vantage is. We are locked in by our perspective. Be careful where, who, when you look. To relate it to another topic, from where you may be, everywhere is up. And once you're up, you can see the full view and know that the top is largely separated. Some people can look larger than they are, metaphorically, when positioned next to a different subject. Don't always take things for face value. Most of the time, what you see is a skewed and one-sided version of how things really are. The same way our eyes can only see a minute range of the light scale, or there is more than the eye can see. You've always got to remind yourself that the things that you've gone through in your life and the way that you react to things is going to skew reality massively. It's going to change the way that, in fact, 99% of the things are to you. And no two things are the same. You can have two people that both had abusive childhoods. Two people that have alcoholic parents, for example. Someone vows to never drink again. And someone says, I can't stop drinking because it runs in the family. It's all about perspective, and that's a slightly different topic that I was talking about there, but this idea came from, I live in Bangkok, Thailand, and there are buildings upon buildings. It's a sea of concrete and it's impressive. It never gets boring, but everywhere you go is slightly different. The skyline looks different. That building looks like it's really close to that one. And you know that it's about 3 streets across. It's different. It's a completely different neighbourhood. But in fact, it looks like it is in the same street or even just next door. Or even some buildings look like they're built on top of others. In fact, they're probably about 6 miles apart. There's this big building called the Mahanakhon. It's the tallest building in Bangkok. And there's another building which looks a bit like the Empire State. And at a certain angle on my building, they look like they are placed on top of each other, or one is placed on top of the other. And this made me think about this perspective thing and where you're standing. And even if you move 5 meters to the left and 5 meters to the right, how much it can change how you view the situation or how it appears to be compared to actually how it is. What can you learn from this? Well, it's to realise that not everything you see is going to be as it is. It's always going to be different than how it seems. And just because something looks unattainable doesn't mean that it is what I was trying to say. Now, if you enjoy these type of videos, I've done 2 in a row now where I read and then talk about what I've written. It's a more natural way of getting my point across to actually explain something than just reading a script. And I think it comes across a bit more authentic, and I can actually have a conversation and chip in about the things that I've written and add more to it. If you've enjoyed this video and you want to see a little bit more about me, some vlogs perhaps, a little bit about my lifestyle, or you want to see some daily updates on my life, follow the Instagram Nathan_Pickstone, and I'll take you to the next one.